You know, we talk a lot about our love for God, but what if I told you there's an act of worship with a reward so amazing, so profound, that God Himself has kept it a secret, and it all happens in the quietest, darkest hours of the night? Today, we're diving into the incredible hidden power of the voluntary night prayer, Tahajjud.
So let's just jump right in with a pretty challenging question, one that really gets to the heart of things. We say we love God, right? But does this one specific action, or, our lack of it, reveal something maybe a little deeper about that claim?
And this is the paradox that so many of us live in. Look at this. On one hand, we make these big claims. We're practicing Muslims. We believe in the Day of Judgment. We love God. But then on the other hand, when it comes time to sacrifice just a little bit of the comfort of our warm beds, we hesitate. It's a real disconnect, because the earliest Muslims, they never abandoned this prayer. So what are we missing out on?
Well, what we might be missing is a true understanding of the reward. And what's so fascinating here is that the incredible value of this prayer is directly tied to the fact that it's a secret.
Okay, so first things first, let's be super clear on what we're talking about. Tahajjud is not one of the 5 mandatory prayers. This is something extra. It's voluntary, it's deeply personal, and it's done when the rest of the world is totally asleep. No one's watching. It's all about trading that comfort and rest for a private audience with God.
And this quote, wow, this gets right to the heart of it. Because the prayer itself is hidden from the eyes of the world, God has made its reward hidden too. There's this beautiful, perfect symmetry to it. You hide your good deeds for Him, and in return, He hides a reward for you that's beyond anything your mind can even come up with.
So while the full reward is this big mystery, we have been given some unbelievable hints. Think of them like whispers from paradise, little clues about what's waiting for those who stand up to pray in the middle of the night.
The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, basically gave us a 4-step plan for entering paradise in peace. It's all about spreading peace, feeding people, taking care of your family connections, and then look at that final step, the one that ties it all together. Pray at night while everyone else is fast asleep.
So what's one of these little glimpses we're given? Get this, a special tent in paradise. But this isn't any old tent. It's described as being made from a crystal clear substance, so transparent that you can see everything outside from within, and people outside can see right in. Just try to imagine that for a second.
So you gotta ask, right? Who gets these special accommodations? Who earns a place as incredible as this?
And the answer? Well, it connects directly back to that path we just saw. It's for people who speak gently, who are generous and feed others, and, yep, there it is again, for those who consistently get up and pray at night when the rest of the world is completely out of it. But look, as amazing as a crystal tent in paradise sounds, there is a reward that is on a completely different level. I mean, a whole other plane of existence. This isn't just about what you get in paradise. This is about your status with God Himself. This is the big one.
The sources tell us that there are 3 types of people that God actually smiles at. And one of them is described so specifically. It's a person who has every reason in the world to stay in bed. A comfortable bed, a loving spouse right there, but they leave all of it. They make that sacrifice to stand before their Lord.
Okay, but God smiles at you. So what? What does that actually mean? What's the real-world consequence of earning God's smile in this life? It's a totally fair question, and honestly, the answer is just staggering.
For the person who earns that smile, there is no reckoning on the Day of Judgment. Think about that. No difficult questions, no scary accounting, no trial. It is a complete and total pardon, while literally everyone else is facing the most intense audit of their entire lives.
Seriously, just let that sink in for a moment. 0 questions asked. While other people are described as being submerged in their own sweat, absolutely terrified with the sun just a mile over their heads, this person gets a VIP pass. They just bypass all the terror and all the hardship of that day. So you see, all of these rewards, the hidden treasures, the crystal tents, that divine smile, they're all pointing towards one single ultimate goal. And that right there is the very heart of why this practice is just so incredibly powerful.
This very special time, that last third of the night, it's a unique window of opportunity. It's described as a shortcut and a staircase. It's like a direct line, an express elevator for forging a connection with God that is just unparalleled. And this leads us to the ultimate reward. Because in that moment of pure humility during the night prayer,
When your forehead is on the ground in prostration, you are the closest you can ever be to God. The hidden treasures are amazing. The crystal tents are incredible. But really, can anything be greater than that feeling? That closeness?